Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Shirelli, and the topic of my discussion today will be about my experience with the CommunityKC website. I will be reflecting on the website, the organization that I chose, and what I learned during this project. CommunityKC is a useful tool for those looking to get involved in the organizations within their community. In my opinion, the purpose of the CommunityKC website is to inform people in the Kansas City area of the projects and initiatives that are taking place in their surrounding neighborhoods. This website is a great resource for organizations that are in need and also for community members who are looking to get involved. So first I'm going to go over my impression of the website. My first impression of the CommunityKC website is that it is user-friendly and fairly easy to navigate. The website obviously has both pros and cons. I'm going to start off with talking about the pros of the website. First, it is a great way to easily find ways to get involved in the Kansas City community. I also really like that it is organized with the tabs at the top of the homepage. It makes it easy to find what you are looking for and navigate the site without confusion. The part that I found most beneficial is the View All Projects tab, because I was able to modify my search easily and find projects or organizations that I would be interested in. I think the CommunityKC website is a great way to get involved and engage in your community. I would love to see it expand to other cities because I think there is a definite need for a website like this one. Now moving on to the cons of the website. I do think the website could benefit from a small visual update just to make it more appealing, especially as the website starts to develop and attract more users. Another useful tool for the website would be if it gave the user an option to share their location, and that way it could find organizations nearest to them. I think this would be extremely helpful, especially for people like me who are not familiar with the neighborhoods in the Kansas City area. So next, the most important update I think the website could benefit from is when a project is no longer active, it should be removed or maybe moved to a separate part of the website. I know some of the project leads I emailed never got back with me, which made me think that the project was no longer in progress. I think it would be great if quarterly or even yearly, the CommunityKC website did somewhat of a cleanup of organizations that are no longer active. So next, I'm going to be discussing my experience with finding an organization. The first organization I contacted was One Stop Ministries. The purpose of this project is to provide services for ex-offenders to help them be reintegrated into society. Unfortunately, I never received a response from that contact, so I had to move on to another organization. The second organization I contacted was Donato Academy for Cosmetology and Barbering. Donato Academy has a mission to provide professional training in cosmetology and barbering. Their program will hopefully allow individuals to develop marketable skills and secure employment in that field. I again did not receive a response after emailing them on 2 separate occasions. This kind of started to worry me because we were nearing the end of our time frame that we had to interview a contact for an organization. So therefore, I quickly went on and contacted my third organization called the Rosewood Summer Youth Employment Program. The Rosedale community runs an 8-week summer youth employment program, providing Rosedale youth with work experience at a local business in their area of interest. Finally, I received a response after striking out a few times before. The contact that I emailed replied to my initial email, and she asked me for more information on what the goal of my project was, and also how they would be involved. I replied promptly to the email, explaining more in depth on her involvement and what the goal of the project was. However, after a few days of waiting, I did not receive another email. I then decided to reach out again with a follow-up email to the first contact, and then emailed the second contact of the program as well. Unfortunately, again, I did not receive a response from either contact. This was discouraging because I thought I finally was getting somewhere with the interview process. I am appreciative that Professor Stone was understanding and accommodating. I ended up using the organization with the most information on their website to further complete my project, which was the last one I contacted, the Rosedale Summer Youth Employment Program. So lastly, I'm going to be discussing my learning process during the project. One thing I learned was how to properly conduct research. At first, when I started the project, I just got on the website, went to a few of the tabs, and thought that I gathered enough information on what the website was. However, when we had to fill out the usability and user experience report, I realized that I needed to look way deeper into the other aspects of the website and analyze the good and the bad parts of it. This project also taught me how to put together professional interview questions. Because of the secondary research I did on the Summer Youth Employment Program website, I was able to find out what they might be in need of and also what they might want people to know before they sign up for the program. Therefore, I was able to come up with some thoughtful interview questions to ask the lead contact. Unfortunately, as I said previously, I never got to conduct my actual interview, but it was still good practice for the future. So lastly, this project taught me resiliency and how to step out of my comfort zone when working to meet a deadline. When I was crunched for time at the end of the project and still had not heard from my contacts, I knew I had to be resilient and keep trying to reach them. So in conclusion, I had a positive overall experience with the CommunityKC Project. It taught me some really valuable things for when I have to conduct research and interviews in the future. The project was different than the normal ones I have completed in my other classes because it required us to learn about something we would actually use and get to be involved in our community. The one suggestion I would like to give is that I wish the project had a longer timeline, which I understand is obviously hard to do in an 8-week course. However, I did find it difficult getting in contact with an organization that was actually still in use, and I believe having more time to reach out to other organizations would have helped me actually conduct an interview. With that being said, Professor Stone was very understanding and did not penalize me for the contacts not responding, which I appreciated because it took a lot of stress away. Overall, I really enjoyed this project, and I definitely think I will be using the CommunityKC website in the future to get involved in organizations. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen to my experience with the CommunityKC Project, and I hope you all found it insightful.